Hello everybody, my name is Caleb and welcome back to LeftCarDoorGaming, or welcome to LeftCarDoorGaming I should say. I mean, just because everybody was welcome here, and not just people who have already been here. Anyways, I'm going to shut up and not ramble on right now. Anyways, we are back on Pyre, and just finished beating Chastity's asses. So let's see. Volfred. Inadequate performance back there. Adequate. Yes, adequate. For the next part of our plan, go have your reader there, consult the stars, see where they take you next. I'll give you a hint. It's further north. It's going to be high up. No, did this knight hear you say high up? It's going to be cold, we'll see. Come on, my friend, let's have a look outside then. That plan Volfred mentioned. I just want you to know. I don't know what he means. We are here because we are going to be free again. We won't be living our days as exiles. That's the only plan as far as I'm concerned. But there's always a catch, right? We'll have to see what Volfred has to say. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. No matter what, we're getting closer thanks to you. Of course I want to seek the destination. Oh man, we're going to the highest mountain and all downside. So now you see for yourself. You are summoned to the north, where looms Mount Alodile? I think that's how you say it. Alodile? Alodile? Alodile. Something like that. Anyways, and at the very top, the fall of Shalom. According to the stars next right, blah blah blah, the temple at the highest point in the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes. Alright, the sacred mountain on those who summon the rites were first conceived. Whether its summit is the downside's closest point to the Commonwealth or the farthest, none can say. I don't understand what they mean by the closest or the farthest. You confirm the stars indicate this exactly. Volfred, sir. How did you know? Volfred smiles back at him, but you sense his thoughts as though he is directing them at you.
I too can read, my girl. Forbidden though the words may be.
He turns back to Headwind. Your reader's skills, while rare, are not unique, but as I said, I'll let her do the job. I see that you have something special going here, which benefits the plan. What plan? I thought this was about our freedom. Oh, fear not, my boy. It is. Plenty of time to tell you all about it. On the way for now, however, you look like you can use some rest, and for that matter, so can I, if you'll excuse me. Lemonade. Anyways, you sense your companions are exhausted from their recent travels. Given the road ahead, you agree, it would be best to take the night to recover as much as possible. Okay. Well, screw that nonsense, we're continuing on the journey. At dawn, Volfred is up. He reveals to you a pathway through the woods into the cold plains to the north, beyond which lies your next destination. I can't believe I'm getting a stuffy nose now of all times. I didn't even read the thing because I was too preoccupied about the fact that I can hardly breathe. The Shlowen Shore. I don't even know if I said that right. You get clear of the woods at last, and arrive in the lands grown in the shadow of Mount, however you say that damn word. Alodial. Yeah. Alodial. I would have called that. That's what I'm agreeing on. Don't let me forget it, even though you guys can't talk to me. You will have to make it all the way to the top. In a moment of respite, Volford calls everyone together to discuss matters pertaining to the rites and the plan to which he alluded.
Kersare Bralios.
You banded together with a common faith that freedom from... Hold on. Interrupted. Alright, never mind. It is nothing major. It's just a stupid thing. Well, it's not really stupid, but it is unimportant for the moment, at least. You banded together with a common faith that freedom from the downside is not impossible. Am I correct? Well, let me ask you this, or let me ask you something. What does freedom even mean to you? He looks in your direction as he asks, defying you to answer. You cannot sense his own thoughts on the subject, and only know the truth of how you feel. Living without fear, no, that would not put that to freedom. At least that's not what I true. To feel true love, no, not quite freedom either, because, at least to me, in my sense, because you're just devoting yourself to someone, and that's not freedom. That's devoting yourself to someone. Having no master, in a way, achieving inner peace, part of it. Going where you please, part of it. The only one I can pick on here is doing what you want. Literally, the most. It's like everything. Just everything at all. Is whether you want to or not. If you want, it's like everything. Just everything that you do in your life is your choice of saying yes or no. You tell Volfred the freedom means having choice. Exactly, that's me. You're able to do what you want, both physically and socially, then you are free. He considers your remarks for a short while. Choice is freedom. Then you say, if that is all, then you are free already. Go on, girl. Do as you please. Nobody's here to govern you. I trust, however, that this is not the freedom that you have in mind. Perhaps you simply wish to return home and to be left alone. He then turns his attention to the whole group. Now let me tell you, all you want. Freedom means to me. Freedom means to live without fear. Of course he'd pick that one. I call that bullshit. No. That's not true, because then people aren't living free. Because it is... I mean, it may suck, but part of being free is having fear. Because other people are free to do whatever they want. So, you know, you can't live without fear. It just doesn't work. You can't. Otherwise, you're just lying to yourself, and that's stupid. To be able to indulge one's curiosities and passions, at least the ones that cause no harm to others, without the constant threat of judgment and reprisal. That's exactly the same thing as, like, that's what I want, the freedom of choice. No, screw that. No. That's also part of the human thing. You have the right to judge people and to take offense as well. Freedom means not being made a criminal for what you know, or whom you love, or what you choose to think or not think. Yeah? And once again, I said choice. He says choose what you want to think or not to think. Exactly. It's choice. He looks out toward the distant mountains. Within the next few days, your time in exile could come to an end. You could see the Commonwealth once more, and you would be exalted there, given the highest honor, the opposite of how you got here. But you would not be truly free, I think. At the least, you would become complacent to an ancient system that would deign to cast down others such as you. It's a system whose well-intentioned founding principles have long been lost, and the 8 scribes, if they are out there still, have made quite clear that they shall not intervene firsthand. That is where you come in. He turns to you and everyone again, looking at each of you. Long have I wished to gather such a group, that together you might see that seeking freedom only for yourselves is too modest a goal. You share a higher calling now. The plan, then, is this. We free each other from the downside through the rights. Then we meet up on the other side. We organize. Each new moon at dusk, we join together at the Spiral Sanctum. We need as many of us there as possible. My agents on the other side shall explain the rest. You're plotting a revolt. Just so. I'm asking a lot. You do have other options. The seat, however, is not one of them. The reader and myself, you know by now that we can see through it. But you need not be a part of this, nor is it in my interest to coerce you. You may go your own way if you wish. Live out your remaining days here, like so many others. So if anyone among you prefers that, if you cannot see yourself continue to strive together in the Commonwealth, as you are doing here, then speak now. Wolfred pauses for a time, examining each member of the group. No one stirs. Very good. Some of you consider yourselves friends, some others not, but all of you are bound together through the rights and are integral to our plan. Remember that. If you seek true freedom, you will not find it waiting for you in the Commonwealth, but together you can bring it about, both for yourselves and others. That is my promise. And he lets out a long breath. That's it. I ask you all to think on this, and let's reconvene along our journey to the summit. Wolfred returns towards the path, leaving you to consider what he has said, and plot the wagon's path northward path. Still, I disagree with that. You can't live without freedom. Wouldn't free you from fear. Oh, it just wouldn't. It's impossible. Because unless you don't want freedom for other people, because then you have to pretty much you can't make anything with stuff that terrifies me. And all that stuff is I don't know. I don't.
Pensarus de Menturis.
I guess it would be live without fear of the government murdering for the way you thought, though. Which I get, yeah. I mean, you can minimize it. You can't get rid of fear, though. You can shrink it down to where it's just something small, but you can't ever get rid of it. I don't know. I want to shut up now, anyways. Beyond lies, Mount. Oh, Dio. I already forgot how to say it, guys. I suggest we make camp here at the base of the mountain, for we shall need our sprites and our strength to make the ascent. Ooh. Oh, you want to discuss something with me, do you? Alright, Wolfred, let's talk. Wolfred stares at you rather intently, as if reaching out to you, and then you do know what it means to be a reader. Those such as we. We are not limited to reading pages from a book. Though your ability, in this case I can sense, is nascent, still mere flashes uncontrollable. I see how well you know that they haven't told you yet. Your friends, and that explains a lot. They haven't told you readers such as you cannot go free. I had wondered why you would insist on pressing onward with this group in light of this. The answer then was plain. You simply did not know, or fully realize. They did not deceive you, by the way. There is no reason they would know themselves other than Tariq, who shall not influence your thinking in such matters. Rather, I had expected when at first we met, that you already knew the truth of this from having read the passage in the Book of Rites, which states it plain. Only those who shall conduct the rites forthhand shall walk the path toward enlightenment and become eligible to regain their freedom. Perhaps you have not gotten to that part just yet. Wilfred breaks free from you and looks at you again. Then he speaks to you as normal. It is plain that you are not in adequate control to conduct the rites, and this group values you as a reader. I wish only to ensure you understand what you are getting into here. Despite whatever hopes and dreams and promises might have been shared, I do not think the rites can help you in return. If that is what you had in mind. So once again I invite you to depart, and I will see to it that you are compensated. Do not misunderstand if it is your wish to remain, then you are welcome, but this journey we are on, it has no guarantees, not for you nor any of us. Do you understand? I understand. You understand the words of warning, yet just the same, you choose to carry on. There is more that you wish to achieve on this journey than freedom for yourself. I admire that, my girl. Very well then. Know that we have much at stake here in this way. Anyway, much more than just a shot at going back into the Commonwealth, which cast us down here to begin with. It sounds like you intend to stick around then. We'll have lots more time to chat as we ascend the sacred mountain in the coming days. Until then. He strides out of the wagon, then leaving you with your thoughts. Let's do a scribe trial. She wants to be summoned. Yes, Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Zay. I must admit, I do sense something from that one. I once had a wild heart myself, quite like her own. We shall see if there is more to her than that. Let's bring her forth. Student Zay arrives in heat of the summons. The scribes, I think that if I listen carefully, that I can hear them calling out to me. Alright, let's go. The apparition, Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, girl. The place where you reside at present has but a single rule, which is you answer to me here. Well, okay, I will. Such naive youth enthusiasm. Now be silent. It is plain to me that you have much to learn as yet. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on a second. Okay. I think I'm good now. It is plain to me that you have much to learn as yet about the rites. But you have learned something, and I would see you prove it. Without the benefit of anyone, save for yourself. Or save for your reader. Okay. Are you out there to help me with this, miss? No, it bounced so far. Oh, that's not fair. You can't cheat like that. That's cheating. Cheating to the high. Oh, such bullshit, man. Oh, that's gonna give me an ulcer. Ah! Man, oh man. A comeback, finally. Go, 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 go. Oh, whoa. I thought I was going to run out of it for a second there. Alright, new plan. Blast the ball, dead. Run up, grab the ball, and then dump it in there. Fire. The new plan worked out without a hitch. That was how we did it. Okay, how did I do? How did I do? I must admit that you did better than I had expected, girl. You have passed this trial of yours. Some congratulations are in order. To you and also to your lovely reader. Now farewell. I like the music, I'm sorry. In each rite we gain enlightenment, whether we prevail, or whatever the other word was, fail? Did I imagine all that mess? Because I hope I didn't. Wow, what is that you have there? We're pressing onward. Discuss the plan, I mean. Earlier, Wolfred called for a group meeting, presumably to reveal his plan in more detail. Instead, he reveals some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can't all be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, not at all, or not all. But I thought I swore we'd go free together. We may go free together, yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You headwind and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plain for you still. Here's how the coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount Oladile, there to the north. You may not think this wagon's fit for it, though rest assured it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Only the worthy pass through there, as your reader could attest if she did not merely skim that chapter of the book. Afterwards, we'll reach the Fall of Saloum and meet our adversaries in the rites. They are to be the Tempers, led by the demon Ignoranus. Ignoranus? Really? Well, let's see what this guy's all about. He is a notorious demon leader and one of the most feared triumvirates of the rites. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing? Your paws on my foot. The mighty triumvirate that has been the closest rival of the Nightwing. Both you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks. And then once one of the triumvirates prevails, there's somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth, precisely. Once returned, our somebody is taken in, clothed, and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows all about this. The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into the exile is forever and the freedom from the downside is impossible. Many of these details the scribes themselves wish to be kept secret. Former exiles and the leader of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then that's it. We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone else stays. For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation, and indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be a step, just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Wolfred leaves the rest, blah 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 blah. Wolfred leaves the rest of you to consider what he has said. You have I cannot read, guys. Holy crap! You have time now for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent. The mountain. Just give up. Very quickness. Again. Blah 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 blah. I like my people to be fast. Because my strategy is blitzkrieg. With a solid defensive line. We have not yet been to this region. Okay, we're going this way, guys. Up the mountain we go. Man, I am feeling like crap right now. Here before you lies Mount Aladile. Stretching far beyond your line of sight, somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather around, again before Volfred, who stands tall as ever. Whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand, you sense the tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. There is only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free first, who shall it be? Go on now, don't be shy. Who's first? Why us? Why you indeed, madam, that I can explain. You've seen the sort you stand against, and the adversaries and the rights. What is it they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushy new responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of a fallen empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rights. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest tradition to honor those ones who lived to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, I have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up and to listen. So I planted many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this absurd, as it may sound. Took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwin over there. He was tasked He was tasked with seeking out two trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorts, gather enough help, and he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest, so then why you? Because I have reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into Commonwealth's old hand. The rights, as you've seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. Yes, this is important. Volfred's explanations are a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much as what he's telling you at this point. He prompts the further questions when Jardel raises his Hold, you mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know why us. Why are we, among all others, chosen for this liberation right? Oh, I see. Well, both that is simply really, madam. You are chosen. You are qualified, I should say, because as the expression goes, 'tis what the scribes ordain. Though in this case, the expression is quite literally true. When the Eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. Triumvirate, or whatever they formed, have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. And you've meant them as they are today, the accusers, the withdrawn, and so on. The Eight scribes also formed a special group, against which all others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you will see. The others erstwhile jockey for a position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if we don't? What if we don't show up? Then you would deny yourselves a chance at freedom, and deny it also to your adversaries.
Repeat the
Victory
prompt.
means nothing in a common right, then participation is all that matters.
Chiam entraros.
Not so, madam. Only the enlightened may regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites, or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still, the others triumvites passed on with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back.
Pretere magretas.
It's been a heavy price to pay in all this. Alright, sorry about that. It's been a heavy price to pay in all this. Now, if you'll excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about this and that as Volfred takes his leave. Others recontour pathways leading up the mountain and present you with some points, or options. Okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here because we've been going for a long time and my voice is starting to fail me. Anyways, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I didn't make it to the area yet, but we did get into one battle that was fun. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop me a like. If you guys want to see more content from me in the future, please subscribe. If you guys want to get notified, if you subscribers want to get notified when my videos get uploaded, click the little bell next to the subscribe button and you can turn on notifications and blank. You turn notifications and you'll get notified when a video pops up on my channel. And then you can click to watch it immediately, or I think you can also put it in watch later in the watch later section. And other than that, guys, that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. I'll catch you all in the next game. Have a good one.